So here's a very quick demonstration as to how we can use complex motion detection software algorithms to monitor coral spawning. Now what I'm going to show here is how this very cheap, very low resolution camera can monitor coral spawning movements and even the direction and count them at the same time. So I'm going to run through this very short movie that I found on YouTube. Now bear in mind that it changes through a number of depth of fields, and that will confuse the camera somewhat. It needs to be trained in a particular scenario or distance, and obviously this will be left long term in a particular position. Now this will chop and change between a number of depths of field very quickly, which will cause issues with confusing the motion detection software. So really it needs to be in a fixed environment, but this will certainly show you how the proof of concept actually works, and you'll see the motion detection in this black window here. You can also monitor the direction that the egg is travelling in, and a number of other factors as well as to how many. Now the other thing as well is this is trained to detect the smaller eggs throughout this movie, so the big ones it doesn't detect so well, but that's just a case of training. So if I actually show you very quickly how accurate that it can be, or what it's trained to pick up at the moment, if I just move my mouse you can see it's detecting the motion there. So if I show you how this works with throughout the course of the movie. There is a bit of a lag that's due to processing the actual images. So you can see once this is trained to work in a particular scenario, it does work incredibly well. It really does need to be focused on the subject for a number of seconds before it can actually detect, and this chop and change of scenery actually really does quite confuse it. But you can see the overarching result is actually really very impressive.